today I wanted to talk to you about maintenance. So what is maintenance? It's keeping something the same. 3, 4, 5 weeks into lockdown now, and there's a lot of people that are looking a little bit different. So there's no hairdressers, no nail technicians, no eyelash people. As you will see, I look the same as we went into lockdown. Now, why is that? Because I have learned maintenance. So whether you like it or not, I can cut my own fringe, okay? So my fringe is going to look exactly the same. Now, I've probably spent the last 10 years perfecting how to make my fringe look okay. Because obviously between hair appointments, you don't just want to go and nip in for your fringe to be cut. You want to be able to do it yourself. So over the years, I've learned how to cut it. Granted, you know, the bottom of my hair might be getting a little bit messy, but I can maintain my look. So I'm going to look exactly the same in or out of lockdown. A lot of people have now got no nails, or they've got no eyebrows, or everything's going wrong because they've not learned the maintenance phase. So there is a point to my story, trust me. So the gyms are shut. Can you do what you did in the gym, obviously outside the gym? Can you learn to maintain that muscle? You know, what have you learned? So the thing with my fringe is I'll learn over a long period of time. It didn't take me 10 years to learn it. I've just been doing it for 10 years. So I've learned over a decent amount of time, obviously, how to do something. And it's the same with diet and exercise. If you just got like a specific diet plan to stick to, you now can't get hold of things in the supermarkets. What do you do? Where do you go? You need to learn that maintenance phase, and you need to learn how to manage and work around things. The same with gym exercises. So you may have gone into the gym, used a leg press, the squat rack. Those are not available at home. How do you then target those muscles? That's something that you need to learn. So as with everyone's hair and nails, they need to learn to do it themselves, because if they don't, they're never going to be able to maintain it themselves. They're always relying on somebody else. Now, that's great to rely on somebody else and, you know, make an effort to make yourself look nice. But you don't want to have to rely on people for things like your diet and your exercise. If you can't stick to a meal plan that someone's given you because you can't get the food, does that mean you just give up your diet? Do you go back to pizza and crisps and chocolate? No, you would hope that you wouldn't. You would hope that you know how to learn to tailor up your diet to then obviously get to those goals of what you want, whether it's a protein goal, a calorie goal, targets, whatever it is. You want to be able to learn to do that yourself. So how do you learn to do that yourself? Well, you get a coach or you get a PT, and you learn that over a specified amount of time. Depending what you need to learn depends how long it's going to take. But once you've learned that skill, you've got it forever. You've got it forever. Unless I change my haircut, then I can cut my fringe like this until eternity. Is it perfect? Is it optimal? Probably not. A hairdresser is going to be able to do that better than me. However, I can make a decent enough job to get me through day to day. The same with your diet, the same with your exercise. You should be able to do a decent enough job yourself at home without any guidance, without having to go, obviously, into the gym. Now, yeah, it's optimal to go and use the gym. As soon as those gyms open, we're going to be in there, we're going to be on them squat racks and the leg press. You know, there's going to be queues to get get bench pressing and everything. You know, the treadmills are probably going to be left behind because we've all had access to walking outside. No one's going to be rushing to jump onto them treadmills. So, yeah, we're not going to be doing things optimally. We're not going to be doing things to their maximum potential. But what we want to be doing is we want to be doing maintenance. So if you're struggling and if you feel that you're not in that maintenance phase, if everything's gone out the window, what do you need to do? Okay, so get in contact with someone. Obviously, there's more than just me that deals with nutrition and training. There's loads of PTs out there. There's loads of different ones that are going to tailor to different goals, different things that you want to achieve. We can give you advice around diet, around nutrition, things that you can swap out of your diet. If you can't get steak, what can you swap? You know, if you can't get the low-calorie snacks that you used to have, what can you swap them for? If you need a high-protein diet, but you can't get hold of a lot of meat, what can you then put in your diet to substitute that to obviously get to your goals of whether that's maintaining muscle or growing muscle? If you need alternative exercises from that squat or from that leg press, if you need to progressively overload those exercises and you haven't got extra weight, a PT or a coach can then help you to progress those exercises. So basically, the moral of my story is, yes, I can cut my own fringe. Yes, it looks okay, but eventually I'm going to go to a hairdresser because over time, I'm going to need that sorting out. I'm not going to leave it like this. So the same as the gym's not there and you can't always get to the gym. When we all get back to work, you're not going to spend 6 days in the gym. You might need to know how to do something at home, how to adapt to those exercises, your nutrition. The things might not always be available in the supermarkets. You know, we're in a country where most things are available all the time, but you might get to a point where they're not. You need to learn how to do things without relying on certain things. So I hope that made sense. I hope I wasn't just rambling. And if you've got any questions or you want to ask me anything about it, or you need help and you need guidance, I've got lots of online programs. I specialise in nutrition and obviously training. So if you need any help with that, just let me know and get in touch.